All right, now we go back to the channel. Double check.
Oh, we are live! Welcome everybody to the A.I.R Racing League for the first time on the A.I.R Racing channel. As we get ready for race number 12 at Kansas. We're looking to have a good showing today. As I go back to see what we got in the field. 9 drivers in the field tonight. We'll go through the point scenario here later on, but right now, BDR Tristan Dobbs will start on the pole. Second place will be Sir Gillians. Third place will be JRC Indy. Fourth, JE Racing Mudweiser starting inside the top 5 today. As we get the track set up and ready to go. 134 laps here, 23 seconds until the start. Federico, unable to qualify today, or late to the entry, did not get to qualify, so he'll start in the back. D-Man for Days, new to the league here. He'll be getting, I believe, his first start of the year. We can go to the point standings and double check that, but right now, drivers appear to be loading in, so as will I. Double check that to... All right, we're still going. So there's positive signs there. Drivers getting in. Excuse me. As we wait for everybody to go green. While we wait for everybody to go green, I'm going to grab a water real quick. And here we go. Cars on track. The 9 of Tristan Dobbs rocking the black and green Mountain Dew scheme. Brings them to green. We're underway at Kansas. The 19 of Sir Gillians, not so strong on the outside. He'll fall in line in the second spot. JRC Indy. The Phantom drops in third with the 12 of Mudweiser getting by the 88. Oh, 88 hard into the wall. Oh, the 77. Hard impact. Is that going to be a race back to the yellow on lap 1? No, they stay green. The call is stay green. D-Man for Days choosing to come down now and fix the damage and make it up throughout the race. Pending another caution, but right now the 9 of Tristan Dobbs currently on the breakaway. We see him now. No, the 19 starting to come back into frame. All these guys run the high side. This is typical of Kansas. You want to be on the high line to get as much speed out. Makes passing really hard on a track like this. But the 19's willing to give it a shot. He's going to peek to the outside. They make contact. Gillian's into the wall. The 9 with the slide job. He's up into the wall. Gillian's going to go down. The 9 tries to block. Can't do it. They're going to be side by side as we go into turn 3. Bottom runs it up, trying to squeeze the 9. They make contact, the 9 into the wall. But the 9 will prevail with the outside line. He's going to have the help from the 12 of Mudweiser. These three now separating themselves completely from JRC Indy in the 24. That's the 20. Started in the back, the Federico Toyota. He's actually going to peek to the inside, has a run on Indy. As we go back to the front, the 19 has a run on the 9. And Sir Gillian's going to take away the lead as the 12 and the 9 have a come together. Going into turn, woo! Turn 1, the 12 going to have a run, but he's going to help the 9. They do not want to see the 19 break away from them, as they have broken away from the rest of the field. There's a 77 coming out of the pits. The 3 of JFK's Cranium has it coming too with the 24 of JRC. JRC now falls to the 6th position as JFK in the 3 works himself into the top 5. The 12 and the 9, you see him ahead, still struggling to keep up with the 19, but the 20, well, looking to close in on them as well. Right now, though, everybody getting strung out. We go back to the 3. JFK's Cranium, the 24 of Indy, not done yet. He wants to get himself back into the top 5. As I believe the standings should have been updated. No, they were not. Okay. And look at this, the 24 of JRC Indy gets back into the top 5. And that is the 9 coming down pit road. We were expecting to see green flag pit stops, but I wouldn't expect it to be this early. Nobody else came down with him. He just came down on his own. Got to wonder if he got forced down below it. Nobody else comes down this time. It's just the 9. I think it's scheduled, as I'm not hearing too much angry chatter on the radio, as the 20 of Federico was closed in to the 12 of Mudweiser, but has since lost him after coming into contact with the outside wall. The 24 and the 3 continue to fight for that 4th spot. JFK's Cranium looking to peek to the inside of the 24 of Indy. Might have a decent run through 1 and 2, but look at this, the 12 has a massive moment out of 2, and he'll give up 2nd to the 20 of Federico. Started in 9th, has moved up +7 to the 2nd spot. Now the leader, the 19, Sir Gillians, has grown an insurmountable lead over the 20, about half a straightaway ahead, as the only battle is still between the 24 and the 3, as they look to close in on that 12 of Mudweiser. Right now, the leader being shown having to come down within the next 7-8 laps here for his green flag pit stop. Still wondering if there was something up with Tristan Dobbs, because he came down like 11 laps early. But he is trying to stay in line with the regular season points lead. Right now, before the end of last race, it was Mudweiser that was beating him by about 20 plus. So maybe now time to throw a Hail Mary as the 24 and the 3 get by the 12, the points leader of Mudweiser. I believe it was him who said before the race that sometimes he's good here, sometimes he's meh. Right now he's a little bit on the meh side. So we will have to wait and see if he can recover later on. But right now the 24 of India has moved himself back into the top 3. Had fallen as far back as 6th. Now back to where he originally started in 3rd. Still waiting on the 19 of Sir Gillians. Oh, the 77 gets loose. Makes contact with the 19. Not what you want to see. Lap traffic having an effect on the leader. Didn't slow him down too much, as the gap is still over a quarter straightaway. We'll look on to be right along with the 20 of Federico as he continues his pursuit of the leader, Sir Gillians. Handful of laps to go before these green flag pit stops look to try and shake up the race here. I know those tires are pretty dang worn on the 19. Can't see him staying out too much longer here. Might be able to pull off another 3 laps, but those tires are getting shot. As the 19 continues to keep his gap of about a half a straightaway over that 20. This is what we've seen, though, out of this 19. He's had good runs to start the race. Has the most stage wins. I can't confirm that. Or he was before the end of the last race. After 10 races, tied for the most stage wins with Dobbs and Indy. No, sorry, he was 1 ahead of Dobbs. And now here he comes, the 19 of Sir Gillians, and the 20. Look at how close the 20 got to him. There was a half a straightaway, now barely a car length between the two. And the 20 stays out. The 24, sorry, stays out. That's a 3 of JFK's Cranium ahead of the 24 of Indy. The 88 comes down. 20 and the 19 getting the full service done. But no, I was looking at the podium. So those 3 got, so Indy, Dobbs, Sir Gillians tied for the most podiums. But with stage wins, Sir Gillians, even though he missed 2 races, still has 1 up on the 9 of Tristan Dobbs, but he was looking to get one here. With the 19 back out, where's the 20? There he is. Look at the gap. That was just on pit entry alone. It's now about 4 or 5 car lengths. Mudweiser currently be shown as your race leader. Tristan Dobbs in the 9 inherits the race lead after pitting 10 laps earlier. Sir Gillian's now back there in second on much newer equipment, so we'll see how long it takes for him to reel in the 9. Right now I do not have an accurate lap count, so when they cross the line this time, we'll see how many we have to go. 18 laps projected on this cycle after the pit stop. But they have to come again, so right now Sir Gillian's can make it to the end of this stage, but what about the 9? We'll have a crank it up here as we follow along with the 19. Inherits the lead as the 9 comes down for a splash and go. Not expecting to see this 9 in the back for too long here. As the 19 scraping the wall. That's going to allow the 20 to close the gap. He's going to have the run to the inside. The 19 with a block, giving the 20 the outside. Are we going to see the slide jump to try and keep the position? The 20 up into the wall. That allows the 19 to just coast up and hold on to the lead. As now the lead is under surge. And heavy fire from the 20 of Federico. Try to do A.I.R there. That didn't work out as well. Some would have hoped, but that is the 77, the lap car. He's actually keeping a fair distance away from these guys, but there is still 12 laps to go here in the stage. So will lap traffic become an issue? We've seen it almost have the 19 lose the lead between the contact with him and the 77 before. But look at the run the 20's got. The 19 to the very bottom, all the way to the white. The 20 looks to the outside. The 19 blocks. Like we said before, so hard to pass at Kansas. With the outside line being the prevailing line. The 20 looking for some clean air, just a half a lane below. As now we come to 10 to go. 10 laps to go in stage 1. This battle for the stage win is not over. Right now, how badly will tire wear become an issue? How hard is the 19 having to fight against the 20? They came down at the same time, so they are on equal stuff. The 19 with a block saw that the 20 had a run off of 2. He'll stick with the outside line. The 20 going to look inside as they go side by side into 3. And the 19 going to have the outside line and prevail to hold on to the lead. 8 to go. Fuel, remember, not an issue with these two guys. They can make it to the end on fuel. The question is, especially now with lap traffic, I believe that's the 88. That is the 88 of JE Racing. 2 cars now these guys have to work around. And they do have to get around these guys. There is no, maybe they can stay in front of me. Not the case for the 19. They go to the high side. They take the line the 19 wants, leaving him and the 20 of Federico to go to the bottom. Oh, the 77 almost has it coming together again with the 19. That allows the 20 to close back in as the 19 had to let off the gas to try and keep his car straight. They're around the lap traffic, the 20 into the wall. Look at the gap now. 19 of Sir Gillians has to make it around 5 more times. 6 more times. Six laps to go in stage 1. The 19 covering every base, all the way down to the white across the line, to the high side, the prevailing line in every corner. Now he can relax, take a deep breath, has about a half a second over the 20 of Federico. He doesn't have to worry about burning tires up, killing the fuel. He just has to worry about keeping the 19 the way it needs to be. Get around this track as fast as possible. Right now it should, looking to see 4 laps to go in stage 1. Still the gap, half a second back to the second place car. We've seen at times, even with a sizable gap, the 19 get antsy, running up into the wall and give up the position. But we see that again this time. We should be coming here. This should be for 3 to go. 2 to go, sorry. 2 laps left as they now have to get around the 53 of Yokeman. Here comes the 20. What happened with the 19? Let off to get around the 53, and that allows the 20 back into the frame with 2 to go. They're side by side down the backstretch. Beating and banging the 19 in the wall. Will the 20 dive bomb it? No, but they're going to be side by side out of 4. They are. The 20 going to take it all the way below the apron. The 19 takes it to the white flag. 1 to go. Will it be like this the whole lap? The 19 coming off his line, runs it up. That allows the 20 to go through. Federico. The 19 into the wall, but the 19 has had the faster car. Right now it is the 20 of Federico. He will win stage 1. What a way to not give up. Came from a half second back, took advantage of the 19's error, and gets the stage win. As Sir Gillians will come through second, the 12 of Mudweiser third, the 24 JRC Indy fourth, the 53 of Yokeman gets a top 5 here in stage 1. As this is the first caution of the day, we had a shot at it at getting a caution early on, but fortunately the 77 of D-Man, 3 laps down. Yokeman, Dobbs, J.E., and Cranium all a lap down. Yokeman will be the lucky dog here. Tristan Dobbs might have to run another time around, a lap down, maybe. As now we get ready to go green. The 20 of Federico. Yokeman in the 53, starting in the back. After getting the lucky dog, he is the last car on the lead lap, but we're green on the start with the 20. As we ride with him up front, the 19 to his outside. Here comes the 12 of Mudweiser to his inside. The 9 of Tristan Dobbs, not a factor here. He is still a lap down. The 88 still a lap down. "32 laps. JRC Indy, the only other car up here that is on the lead lap." Just wanted to double check that I was going to be right when I said that. Everybody else but the 53 in this fight here is a lap down. The 9 trying to stay ahead of the 88 to be the lucky dog. The 88 gets into the 19, puts him into the wall. Oh, contact with the 88 and 24. JE and JRC. As the 20 likes what he sees, allowing him to break away farther away from these guys fighting in the back. 19 of Sir Gillian fights his way back up to 3rd. What is the 3rd car on the track? He was muffled back here with the lap cars. 24 JRC Indy really fell back. Doesn't have any sniff of the draft, but we call him the Phantom for a reason. He's had plenty of these comebacks before. As the leaders now look to catch back up with the 20 of Federico. We look farther back, the 19 of Tristan Dobbs, or Sir Gillian, sorry. Looks to get by the 12 for 3rd. He does. The 12 and the 9 come together. The 9 doing everything he can to stay the first car on, or first car lap down. It's the 19 trying to do what the 20 did at the end of stage 1 and put the pressure on Federico for the lead. And the 9 of Tristan Dobbs, not looking to really put too much of his name into this fight. He is still a lap down. The 12 falling off about a car length off of the 9. But here comes the 19 of Gillians. How will he take it going into 1? He'll try the slide job. He'll send it. He'll run it up. The 9 pinning the 20. The 9 backs off, allowing the 20 to get back to the inside of the 19. Sir Gillians and Federico will come off the corner side by side. The 9 squarely behind him, but stays a non-factor. Oh, here comes the 9. Oh, into the wall. Tries to split. The 20 and the 19 go 3 wide. Did not pan out. And the 9 will fall back. And he'll take the 12 back there with him. Now they're going to have to work together to get themselves back up. That secures the 19 as the leader. But the fight for the lead is not over yet, though. 20 with a run going into 3. He'll peek to the inside, get some clean air to the nose. Does not give the desired effect as the 24 starting to march his way back up. He's by the 53 to put himself back into the 4th spot. The 19 and the 20 bouncing around. The 20 stuck up on the wall. Oh! Bad things for the 20 of Federico. He was fighting for the lead, then he was just fighting to get his car off the wall. Knocks him back down to 3rd. Behind the 12 of Mudweiser. Now the 9 of Tristan Dobbs. I don't know why I'm getting Dobbs and Gillians mixed up all of a sudden. But the 24 of Indy got stuck on the wall too, but is now trying to get by the 3 of Cranium. Another car a lap down. As now we're 3 wide. Going into 3. 9 backs out. The 12 of Mudweiser looking to rebound after how he finished stage number 1. 26 to go in stage 2. 9 projected laps left of fuel before the next pit window. We see an all-green Kansas race, with the only cautions being for stage breaks. Oh, the 12 into the wall. That's going to allow the 20 of Federico to get by. Move the 20 back into 2nd. The 12 going to fall back, but has the 9 helping. These guys can't fight too hard because behind the 9 is the 88. These two fighting for the lucky dog spot. In case the caution flies. Oh, the 20 into the wall again. The 9 trying to see if he can put a car between him and the 88. He's going to back up. Excuse me, back off. Right now the gap between 1st and 2nd, about 2 seconds. Sir Gillian's out to a 2-second lead over the 20. Running his line, just putting down some qualifying laps. 23 to go in stage 2. Oh, and look at this, the 88 of JE closing in on the 3 cars running right now. The 20, the 12, and the 9. The 9 into the wall. Here comes the 88. Move the 88 of JE to the lucky dog spot. Oh, but the 88 into the wall. The 9 piles into the back of him. Now these two side by side. The 9 in the lucky dog position. The 88 going to try and peek to the inside. Can't make a run. This is great for the 24 of JRC. Allowing him to close back in to the lead lap cars. To the 9, the 88 can get close to the 12 and the 20. The 24 of Indy might be able to throw his hat into the top 3 ring. The green flag pit stops coming up here within a handful of laps. 19 of Sir Gillian's. Still out to a pretty sizable lead, but JRC Indy is going to choose to short pit here. Coming a lap sooner than the leaders. We should expect to see the 19 come down here within the next lap or two. He could be trying to stretch it. What will we see out of the 20 of Federico? Oh, the 12, the 9. The 24 stays out. The 20 and the 19 on their own strategy. They're going to stretch this thing as far as the car will go. There's the 19. Look at the time gained by the 20 again. This is down to about 2 car lengths after it was about 2 seconds between the two drivers. JRC Indy back out, looking to get his lap back. There you see the 12. This would be for position between the 24 of Indy and the 12 of Mudweiser. Right now, Indy just has such a run down the back straightaway. He'll have the preferred line going into 3. That'll move him up a spot, but how will he fare with the 20 and the 19? There they are, the 24 and the 12. Indy able to move up to the 3rd position, but not much farther than that. He did close up a sizable distance to the 20 of Federico. Oh, it's a 77 spins going into the pits. And the 20 and the 12 possibly work together. And the 9 of Tristan Dobbs stays ahead of the 88 of JE, leaving him in the lucky dog spot for right now. About a second gap is the gap between the 19 and the 20. And about another second from the 20 to the 24. Oh, does it look like Indy got in the wall? We're right on board with Indy as he's there with the 12. Will they work together? They will. Try to work together. Now the gap 1.3 seconds and growing between Federico and JRC Indy. Sorry, I had to yawn there real quick. But the gap not shrinking that much. Still about a second and a half, even with the 24 and the 12 working together here. The 20, if he's there with the 19, has the ability to just keep up with him. But right now the gap over a second, 1.2 from Sir Gillian's to Federico. The 24 and the 12. Now the 12 offering to take the lead here of this tandem. Now trio as the 9 of Tristan Dobbs was just in it. 2 seconds the gap from second to third. The gap not shrinking. The gap staying about the same. Oh, that's going to help the 20 and the 12 and the 24. As the 20 hard into the wall. Gap was a second. Then 1.2, 3. second and a half. Half a second lost in 1 and 2. 11 laps to go here in stage number 2. Because right now we're still waiting to see what the fuel window is, to see if they can make it to the end of this stage without having to pit again. As the 24 has an issue. Oh, look at this. 10 laps to go. We might see a battle for the lucky dog. The 9 and the 24. The 9 might have to ditch the 24 for his own benefit to keep himself ahead of the 88 at JE. Not used to seeing Tristan Dobbs having to fight like... Oh, the 24 gets into him. 3 wide. JE takes the lucky dog spot. 9 laps to go in stage 2. JRC drifting up the track. A battle within itself here. This right now, technically, the only battle on the track is this is for who will get their lap back at the end of this stage. The 88 or the 9. We know that how much the 9 wants it back. He's fighting for the regular season title. He needs to be on the lead lap. Only 4 cars right now on the lead lap. JRC Indy in 4th, who is in the mix with these two, being the last car on the lead lap. But the 9 struggling on corner exit there, allowing the 88 to drive away. We're not used to seeing Dobbs having to fight this hard just to even be a contender. This would also be for a 5th place finish at the end of the stage. Right now the gap between 1st and 2nd still about a 1.5 seconds. Still about a good quarter to half a straightaway. I'd go with about a quarter. Quarter straightaway, a little over that. Between Killians and Federico, we've seen some crazy shenanigans happen at the end of these stages. We saw it today. But the 9 not done with JE. He is there for the lucky dog spot. He's going to peek to the inside. They're going to make contact into 1. And Tristan Dobbs able to get by now as we have 4.5 laps to go. Dobbs now running in the 5th spot, the first car a lap down. Looking to separate himself from the 88 at JE. The 24, now that these guys are done fighting, looking to get by each one. Try and get himself back up to the 12 of Mudweiser to see if he can take a podium finish here at the end of stage 2. Gap about a second between the two. Gap has dropped to about 1.3 between the 19 and the 20 up at the front. Gap is 4 seconds from 2nd to 3rd. 3 laps to go. All those Gillians up front, and the 9 here fighting for the lucky dog. Need to do is just keep a clean line. Keep it off the wall, run your line. Gap now 1.2, was 1.2, now back to 1.3. 2 to go in stage number 2. About 8/10. Oh, Gillians has a huge problem out of 2. He just loves making it close at the end of these stages. Gap now under a second. 0.6 of a second. Now 0.5 second. We saw this at the end of stage 1. White flag is out. 0.5 lap he needs to make it to get another stage win under his belt. Oh, a little bit of contact with the wall, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. The 20 not going to have the time. Gillians wins stage number 2. The 20 of Federico will come across second this time. The 12 of Mudweiser finishing 3rd. And that means that the 9 of Tristan Dobbs will get the lucky dog. JRC Indy will come home 4th, and the 9 rounds out the top 5 here in stage 2, which means he will have his lap back. He'll have to start at the back, but he'll be back on the lead lap. He'll be back on the same cycle as everyone else. We will get to see him fight from the back. See if he can challenge for not only a podium, but maybe a win. He needs to throw out some kind of move here, as he and the 12 still fighting. The regular season title is the 20. Leapfrogs the 19 of Sir Gillians. He'll take the lead to start the final stage. This is for it all. The race went on the line at the end of this one. The 20 breaks out to the early lead. The 19 gonna cross him up and have the inside line going into turn 3. Puts his nose to the fender of Federico, trying to slow him down. The 9 trying to work his way up through the field. Tristan Dobbs being shown in 5th. Oh, as the 12 makes it by the 19. Here comes the 88 of JE. Ooh, the 9 having to take evasive maneuvers as he was seeing a wreck forming in front of him. We stay straight and we stay green. As the 12, Mudweiser now looks to take his shot at the lead. The 20 into the wall, going into 1. And Mudweiser, for the first time tonight, is the leader. We're trying to break the draft, now comes back up to block the 20. The 12 of Mudweiser will stay in the preferred line, but we've seen how fast the 20 of Federico has been. Not fast enough this time, as the 12 Mudweiser will lead his first lap of the night. Here comes the 19 of Gillians. Not able to make it happen, but don't look now, as here comes the 9 of Dobbs. Excuse me, with the 24 of Indy behind him. While these guys go side by side fighting for the lead, Dobbs is now under a second behind him. Gillians wants the lead. 48 laps remain in the race, but the fight for the lead is not done, as the 19 gets loose out of 2 and drops 2 technical spots, but loses positions to 3 cars. This is allowing the 9 of Dobbs now 0.7 of a second off of the 19. Back there in 4th. Oh, the 12 into the wall. The 88's by. The 19's by. The 12 continuing to bounce off. The 88 trying to stay in front of these guys as now he has his lap back and is on the lead lap. So if a yellow were to fly, he wouldn't even have to worry about the lucky dog. The 20 had the lead. Federico. And don't look now, but here is the 9 of Tristan Dobbs. Here in third, he's now within a shot of the lead. Where does the 9 put his car? The 19 trying the slide job. He's going to come up, not have the room to clear the 20 of Federico. Oh, tries to come up behind the 20, but the 9 was there. Oh, they made contact going into one. That could really hurt the 19 of Gillians, and it does, given the run to the 9 of Dobbs, move him up to second. Here comes the 24 of the Phantom. Tried to peek his nose to the inside of the 19 down the backstretch. Lost ground going into 3. Securing third to the 19 of Gillians. And now as these two work to try and get back to the 20 of Federico. The 19 looking to get to the inside of the 9. Tries the slide job, doesn't have the room. The 88 and the 20 now duking it out. Not what the 20 wants to have happen, but it is what everybody else wants. As the 9 was looking to close the gap. The 88 really fighting for himself here. Trying to get that car back on the lead lap. See the 9 and the 19 behind this 88. Then will we see Dobbs try and make a move? The 88 peeks to the inside of the 20, runs him up the track. Here comes Dobbs. The 9, oh, they have to take a maneuver, evasive action as to not pilot drive into the back of J.E. He's trying to keep his lap. As now the 19 gets by the 9. What does Gillians have for the 20? It's the top 3 you could fit under a blanket. The 12 and the 24 are really out of touch here, about a second back. '19 might find himself stuck on the bottom here. As he tried to use the 88 as a pick while he had a run. Didn't work. He'll drop to third. The 9 will move himself up to second. Oh, but Dobbs will be into the wall. Once, twice. Oh, a crushing blow to Dobbs, who had fought his way back up into the top 3 after being a lap down for a majority of this race. The 19 into the wall as well. Now the 20 will go back to try and get by the 88. There you see Federico getting by J.E. J.E.'s not done yet. Has a run out of 2. He'll get alongside the 20 of Federico. Now the 19 that allows him to get back into the mix here, and the 9 who comes with him. Now the 19 right back on Federico's bumper. '19 gonna look to the inside. The 9 gonna peek down there with him. Gillian's not gonna have the run. And once again, you can fit the top 3 under a blanket. We're still waiting for that first round of green flag pit stop. How will that shake this lead? Oh, contact with the 20 and the 19! Oh, huge! The 20's around! The 9 of Dobbs breaks out to the lead. The 19 still wrecking. Will that be a yellow? The 20 will come down. The 19 will come down. No. It will not. That shakes this race up entirely. As Dobbs inherited the lead when he came down pit road. That was the 12 and the 24 getting their lap back. We'll see where they'll fall. I want to say that the 12 is now the leader, but I cannot confirm nor deny that, as the 19 and 20. And we stay green. It was really just a major one-car incident. Only one car went spinning. Gillian's able to keep it straight, which is why we stayed green. Right now it is the 12 of Mudweiser, your leader with a 24 in second. Dobbs running third. The gap 15 seconds between the 20 and the 19. They're going to need a caution to even be in this race. That took both of them out. And now with the short pit, look at what the 12 and the 24 have been able to work up. This is why we call Indy the Phantom. Just when you think he's falling back, he comes roaring back. Indy doing a pretty good job, though, of staying with the 12. Almost looks like now the 24 is starting to close in on Mudweiser. Could we see Indy get another win this season? I know he'd be pretty stoked to see that. But Mudweiser trying to keep his regular season title hopes alive right now. And what a job, though, by the 9 of Dobbs, able to work himself back on the lead lap after being a lap down since the middle of stage 1. Able to get the lucky dog after the 53 was able to do it. And right now it is 28 laps to go. Oh, the 24 squeaking by the 12. JRC Indy, now your race leader. And after the day he's had, can he come out of 4 and lead a lap? He shall do just that. Indy leads a lap at Kansas. All these the 19 and the 20 having their coming together and spinning and diving and crashing has allowed these other drivers to be able to come enter the fold here. And don't look now, but here comes that 9 of Tristan Dobbs. He's really closing in on these two. This could be a 3-car battle yet again for the lead. It's just another race where giving up was not the option. We'll be coming to 25 laps to go this time. Still 1 or 2 more green flag pit stops needed to be made here to get you to the finish. So we'll see what those look like. Ooh, the 12 loose out of 2. That allows the 9 to get right to his bumper and fight for the second spot. He's into the wall through 3 and 4. The 9 of Dobbs through to second. Mudweiser all the way down to the apron. And now the 24. We saw these two fighting like hell at New Hampshire earlier in the season. Now we're seeing them going toe-to-toe again here at Kansas. This time it's for the lead, as it was back then. The gap, though, between a third of Mudweiser and Sir Gillian's has dropped about 3 seconds. So now 13 seconds between those drivers. Right now, Gillian's and the 20 working together to try and work their way back up as close as they can to the top 2. As I'm watching on his stream. Oh, but not when the 19 gets loose out of 2. Look at all the ground he lost to Federico. Right now the battle is for the lead, and the 9 is the preferred line. Move Tristan Dobbs back to the lead. I think I said Gillian's, but we'll just pretend I didn't. The 9 back to the lead. Took him a good amount of time to get back by those 2 cars. Waiting on a lap count here so that way I can get to how many are left to go. Cool, the game didn't feel like to... Oh, hey, there we go. 115 of 134. The 24 comes down. He's trying the short pit to see if he can get back ahead of the 9. 115 though. And the 9 slowing down, prepping for the pit entry. He is in. The 12 of Mudweiser gonna go the long way and stay out another lap. $18 to go as the 19 crossed the line. So 17 laps to go as the 12 will come down to pit. 20 and the 19 stay out. They have a couple more laps they can go on their tank. As the 9 now exits. Here's the 24. Who I believe this is going to be the fight for the lead here as the 24 rejoins the track. Getting a little bit of slipstream off the 20. He'll be right there with the 9 again. The 9 with only a lap fresher tires than Indy, so the fight a little bit more even now. As there's the 12 rejoining. He'll be a little bit farther off these two. The 20 of Federico. Federico hops out of the way. He's going to let these two fight it out. He'll help someone, but he doesn't want to get in the way of anyone. This is for the win between these two. The 20 still needs to come down and make his pit stop. Here he comes this time. So once the 9... Oh, the 3's around into the 77! Oh, JFK's cranium sends the 77 through the grass. We stay green. And oh, something wrong with the 24 of Indy. The 9 gonna break away. 15. Coming to 14 laps to go. $14 laps. The 9 has to last. And he could very well steal a win. From the two guys who were the fastest all day. The 20 of Federico, who's now behind the 19 of Sir Gillian's. He stayed out as long as that 20 could go. And now was ahead of the 19 when the 19 pitted. Now, after he's pitted, 2.3 seconds behind. And the gap between the 19 and Sir Gillian's and the car in third, 12.6 seconds. 12 to go. Here's the 9 crosses the line. Indy continuing to fall back. I would definitely love to give you the points rundown right now, but well, I can't. I sure would love to, however. It's now that thunderstorm that has gone through my area is now turned to rain. I didn't lose power, which I wasn't expecting to, but we're good. Look at the gap continuing to grow between Indy and Dobbs. The gap shrinking between him and Mudweiser. And Mudweiser come out of this with a second place finish. Did not start this race off great. Stayed inside the top 5 for a good bit of it. But could come away with here with a solid podium finish. As now the 12 continues to get closer to the 24. This isn't the move, I wouldn't think, by the 24 to try and get the 12 to be a partner in this, to try and get them both up to the 9. We got 8 laps to go. I think now the 24 just doesn't have the car to keep up with the 9 of Dobbs. Mudweiser going to sneak through to the inside, the 24 into the wall. That secures Mudweiser into the second spot. And he then gets a little squirrely out of 2. He keeps it going back into the tire tracks of the 12. 7 laps to go as they come across the line. 7 more times around. The 9 is praying that we stay green. Meanwhile, these guys back here, the 19 and the 20, are praying we don't. They have the fastest cars all day. They want to contend for the win. 6 laps to go as the 9 comes to the line. The 9 coming to 5 laps to go. Oh, the 12 now breaking away from the 24. Right now we're looking for a battle to watch here. None really going on the track. The 19 and the 20 would be for position, but the gap between them about 1.2 seconds. We go back 3 laps to go, I believe, for the 9 of Tristan Dobbs. For an official lap count here as they cross the line. Would be actually 2 laps to go for the 9 of Tristan Dobbs. This time by 2 laps to go. 2 more times around this 1.5 miles. Oh, but we're not done yet with the 12 and the 24. A problem with Mudweiser brought him back to the nose of Indy. As the 9 comes out of turn 4, he'll take the white flag this time. 1 lap to go for the 9 of Tristan Dobbs. We go back to the 24 and the 12. Oh, the 12 into the wall. Into the 24 of Indy. That's going to move Indy up to P2. And out of turn number 4. He's been a lap down this whole race. It doesn't matter. He got the lead when he needed to, and Tristan Dobbs is your winner at Kansas. We go back to the 24. He'll come through in second. The 12 of Mudweiser will finish on the podium in third. And your 4th place driver through the grass, Sir Gillians, with the 20 of Federico rounding out the top 5. And the last car on the lead lap, JE finishes 6th, JFK's Cranium 7th, D-Man in 8th, and the DNF by Yokeman, he will finish in 9th. What an up and down race we got to see. Congratulations to this man, the 9 of Tristan Dobbs. Gets yet another win on the year. And if you like what you saw here tonight, please be sure to like and subscribe, as we are still trying to grow this channel and this league as well. We hope to take you along for the ride as we do that. And want to give another shout out, give another congratulations to the 9 of Tristan Dobbs, a much needed win in his pursuit of the regular season title. This is the Air Racing League from Kansas, or that was the Air Racing League from Kansas. I am your host, Walbridge, and I will bid you all adieu. Good night, everybody.